EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from April's draft. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
The slot man in motion right. On first down, back to Marks. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Defense able to get there. Swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
From out of the gun, here's Marks. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Raiders have recovered. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now Stroud. And they're going to get him. He's safe back around the 28. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Fairbairn able to pick this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 30-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Slot man moves right. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun, it's Marks. Well, get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup at 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Checks this down to Marks out of the backfield. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Play action. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd and 19. Here's Stroud. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, or get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. 3rd down and 10. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll try and set up the screen to Jeanty. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Texans will take over. Marks now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Geno. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Fair catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Play action. Stroud now. Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
To throw is Smith. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Stroud to throw it. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And the Texans, 1st down. A gain of 29 yards. And the Texans, 1st down.
Stroud sets up the play action. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Stroud looking to throw. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
On the bootleg, Stroud. Incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins, a 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
at their own
The Raider
30-yard
offense
line.
set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Geno now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for
Trying to get it to Ashton Genty there. And it's 3rd down.
Lassiter on the coverage.
Now it's Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout call if you have one.
Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Smith now to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Smith. That one complete to Trey Tucker. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Smith. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Stroud. Quick slant caught by Kirk. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go.
Third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
As Stroud now to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and a couple. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A gain of 15 yards.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Open man is Higgins. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 11.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Now Gino. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Dante Thornton. Incomplete. EJ Speed on the coverage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Lockett, the man in motion. Here's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Smith. Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Here's Noel. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Stroud to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Stroud working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
Stroud off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get into a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud going to give to Marks. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Going reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down and 6 now. On the zone read to give the marks. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Stroud looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud, 15 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to throw, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Lockett the man in motion. Now it's Smith. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And it's third down.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Stroud. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Play action. It's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
A gain of
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? From the gun, here's Smith. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you said, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the give, here's Marks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, Marks. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Tommy Townsend in punt formation for the Texans.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A gain of 9.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Smith going to try and run with it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Returning right back to Lockett. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Smith. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Texans 28, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Gino now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Raiders on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Genty. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
And trouble through the middle here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Stroud. He'll find Marks out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Fast footwork by White. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Throwing now is Geno. It's complete to Lockett. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6. And a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith now to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Smith's pass complete to Jack Bech. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Again, Smith. And that's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And it is caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And that's going to be caught for the Raider touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he stopped immediately there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And the Raiders have got him. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Smith. And that is incomplete.
And I think we're all seeing go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And that is incomplete. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
We'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate, because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.